Shalom to the elect of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian, and Haitians. To give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the ark pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akwa who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah, coming to another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification. And this is follow not a multitude to do evil. Now this is about this pagan holiday, Memorial Day, and its wickedness, and how our people are following these pagan holidays that was established by Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay, which they stole everything from these Hamite nations, but this is about how our people follow these pagan holidays, man. Okay, and it's been passed down from one generation to another, from one mother and father to another mother and father, all the way down through generations. So this is what it reads. This is the article, and it's on www.history.com. It said 8 things you may not know about Memorial Day, from its Civil War origins to its modern day traditions. Find out more about America's most solemn holiday. Now, what's solemn about this holiday here? Nothing. That it's a pagan holiday. Okay, it's not a holiday, man. It's pagan worship. So I'm gonna read a little bit of this article, which is a lot, but I got a few points I want to bring out. Cause they created this holiday to celebrate the fallen soldiers, man. So it's a Memorial Day, and its traditions may have ancient roots. When the first commemorative Memorial Day events weren't held in the United States until the late 19th century, the practice of honoring those who have fallen in battle dates back thousands of years. The ancient Greeks and Romans held annual days of remembrance for loved ones, including soldiers each year, festoing their graves with flowers and holding public festivals and feasts in their honor. In Athens, public funerals for fallen soldiers were held after each battle, with the remains of the dead on display for public mourning before a funeral procession took them to their interment in the Kerameikos, one of the city's most prestigious cemeteries. One of the first known public tributes to war dead was in 431 BC, when the Athenians general and statesman, Pericles delivered a funeral oration praising the sacrifice and valor of those killed in the Peloponnesian War, a speech that some have compared in tone to Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. So it got more, but my point is, Memorial Day and its traditions may have ancient roots. The ancient Greeks and the Romans held annual days of remembrance for loved ones, including soldiers. So this is which everything basically come from these Greeks and Romans, which they stole. Okay, because these Edomites has everything that they have, that they trust, that they believe in, they stole it from heathen nations. Okay, from other heathen nations. Okay, mainly the Hamites. So these Edomites got our people worshiping all these different pagan holidays and their gods. Okay, because the Lord say, don't follow their ways or their gods. Okay, but this is what our people do, man. This is what our people do. So this is Colossians 2:8. People is bored out of their mind, man. Following these pagan customs, man. But that's Jake, man. Because in Maccabees 1:11, it tell you that went out of Israel wicked men, okay, who persuaded many, and when they made a covenant with the heathen, and they was given licenses, ordinances to do after the heathen. So this is Colossians 2:8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophies and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world. When you go to the word rudiments, it meaning following the same pagan customs like the heathen, like the slave masters, like your parents taught you on the plantation, passed down. Even before we came to North American slavery, we was following these wicked pagan customs, man. Okay? Whatever they was, Jake was following. 2/3 of Jake was following these pagan customs. It say, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophies and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach. So, this has been going on, man. And this is what the Lord say in Mark chapter 7. Mark chapter 7 verse 6. This is Yahushua speaking, who the world ignorant called Jesus. And he answered and said unto them, will have Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written. And it is written in Isaiah 29th chapter. This people honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for the doctrine of the commandments of men. For laying aside the commandments of God, ye hold the tradition of men. A tradition of men, okay? Verse 9. For it say, full well ye reject the commandments of God, that ye may keep your own traditions, man. Mother's Day, Father's Day, celebrating your birthday, bringing in New Year's, Valentine's Day, Christmas, St. Patrick's Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day, Independence Day. All these is pagan customs, man. Columbus Day. Pagan customs, man, that you Jakes is keeping. Okay? Pagan, man. This is Exodus 23 and verse 2. The Lord gave us laws to follow, man. And this is one of them. Exodus 23 and verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. Okay? Exodus 23 and 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, man. This is an evil pagan custom, man, that we don't supposed to be doing. I'm talking about celebrating no pagan holidays. None. We didn't do it. It wasn't our custom, man. These are heathen customs. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. Hear the word which the Lord Yahweh speak unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen. Learn not the way of the heathen, man. Okay? Learn not the way of the heathen. Now, these customs was passed down from one mother and father to another. And I'm finna prove it. From one mother and father to another, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 44. And it reads, behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter. Okay? As is the mother, so is her daughter. Letting you know, because the women used to bake cakes to the Queen of Heaven, which was Semiramis, when we was in Babylon, man. Okay? So as is the mother, so is the daughter, man. Letting you know that it was passed down, one tradition, passed down through centuries, through generations, man. Okay? Now let's see what it says about the men, because it's the same thing, man. This is Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 6. And it reads, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So the Lord said, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he get old, he will not depart. Meaning the truth, man, this righteousness. But guess what? This is also on the left hand, which is in wickedness, man. Because we was, our forefather, our 2/3 wicked grandparents and great grandparents, they was all trained up in the way they should go. And when they got old, they didn't depart from it. They taught it to their children and their children's children. Okay? It said, as a mother, so is her daughter. And a man's supposed to train his son in the way he's supposed to go. And that has got instilled in us, man. Okay? Over and over and over. And that's why people say, oh, it's a tradition. Okay? I have followed with my families about this, man. They telling me, oh, it's a tradition that we've been keeping this for generations, for years. Well, guess what the Lord say? You set aside the commandments of the Lord to keep the tradition of men, man. Okay, it's wickedness, man. We do not supposed to do it. This is Proverbs 28:19, and it reads, he that tilleth his land shall have plenty of bread. What bread? The bread of life, man. Righteousness. Okay? But he that follow after vain persons shall have poverty enough. Okay? So the first verse, he that tilleth his land shall have plenty of bread. That's in righteousness, man. Okay, the Lord say, if you depart not, if you keep his laws, if you follow his ways, you shall prosper and have good success, man. But if not, you're going to have poverty enough. Again, Proverbs 28:19, he that tilleth his land shall have plenty of bread. Okay, meaning in righteousness, man. Following the ways of the Lord, man. But he that follow after vain persons, that's what the Lord gave a law in Exodus 23:2 and said, don't follow a multitude of evil, man. Okay? Do not follow a multitude of evil to do evil. Don't follow around. Don't be a follower, man. Be a leader. But he that follow after vain persons shall have poverty enough, man. Meaning the Lord going to put you through, you're going to be a wicked person, man. You're going to be destroyed. Okay? He that tilleth his land shall have plenty of bread, man. Meaning you sowing in righteousness. You sowing the truth, man. Okay? You doing what you're supposed to be doing. You doing what is required of you from Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shah. This is Jeremiah 16. Jeremiah 16. I'm going to start at verse 8. And it reads, thou shalt not also go into the house of feasting to sit with them to eat and to drink. And I was looking at Jake yesterday out here where I stay at, man. And they was out there barbecuing, having a good old time, man. Okay? Barbecuing, eating, drinking. Having a good old time, man. This is not our custom to keep these false traditions, man. These pagan holidays. But you can't tell Jake nothing, man. You can't tell Jake nothing, man. Okay? Again, Jeremiah 16:8. Thou shalt not also go into the house of feasting to sit with them to eat and to drink on these wicked pagan customs, man. These are wicked pagan customs. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes and in your days the voice of mirth, meaning happiness, and the voice of gladness, which is happiness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride. Okay? Because 2/3 of you going to be destroyed, man. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Lord Yahweh pronounced all this great evil against us? So now they're saying, why the Lord why he's going to destroy us? Or what is our iniquity, or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord Yahweh thy power? It said, what is the sin that we have committed against the Lord? Well, let's see what the sin is. Exodus 23 and verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, man. Okay? Jeremiah 10:1. Learn not the way of the heathen, man. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. And you follow behind the rest of the world. Okay? Starting with Esau, Edom, so-called white man, the red Hebrew Edomite, to keep their pagan customs, man. Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day and Labor Day and Memorial Day and Independence Day. All these is pagan customs, man. Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving. bringing in New Year's, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day. These are Columbus Day. These are all faggot, pagan customs of Edomites, man, which they stole these customs. They stole these customs, man, because Esau had nothing, man. They was in caves, humped over, couldn't even talk, okay? Wearing rags for clothes, man. Eating their meat raw, bloody red. They had no custom. They stole everything. In verse 11, I'm reading verse 10 again. It reads, "And it shall come to pass when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, Wherefore hath the Lord Yahweh pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord Yahweh our power?" Because he said, don't follow a multitude to do evil, man. "Then thou shalt say unto them, Because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord Yahweh, and have walked after other gods, which is Serapis Christus, Cesare Borgia, Caesar Borgia, Jesus Christos. Then shalt thou say unto them, Because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord Yahweh, and have walked after other gods, and served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law." Because he said what? You set aside the commandments of the God. You set aside the commandments of Yahweh to keep the tradition of men. "And ye have done worse than your fathers." So our generation today is doing worse than our grandfathers and great-grandfathers, man. Okay? Our generation today is doing worse than our grandparents and great-grandparents. Worse. "And ye have done worse than your fathers, for behold, ye will walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me." Now check this out. The Lord said you will walk after your evil heart. This is Jeremiah 17:9. "The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it? I, the Lord Yahweh, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings." Okay? So the heart is wicked, man. And the Lord said that our righteousness is like filthy rags, man. So it's by the mercy of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shah that he give you the spirit to do this work, man. And you people will not change from your wicked ways, man. And you're going to be destroyed for it. That's why Amos 9:10 say, "All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword." Matthew 10:34, the Lord say he come not to bring peace, but a sword, man. Because you will not stop following these wicked traditions, man. These pagan customs that was beat into you, man. This is not our lifestyle, man. Our custom is to walk in righteousness, man. Okay? Ezekiel 16:44, it say, "As is the mother, so is the daughter," man. Okay? Proverbs 20:26, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he get old, he will not depart from it." So that's why our people still bugged out today with, me and my family had a big separation because they don't want to stop keeping traditions. They telling me, it's just a tradition. We've been keeping it for years. The Lord said you set aside the commandments of Yahweh to keep the tradition of men, man. And you're going off. The Lord is going to destroy you for that, man. You will be destroyed. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahweh Shah, Lord's witness will edify. Okay? Gotta give our praise to Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahweh Shah, B'Hashem Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the archon pushing the truth toward the four winds of the earth, waking up the hope for the elect. Couple more precepts. The Lord say, seek out our fathers, man. The righteous ones, man. Okay? Our righteous fathers, like Job and Jeremiah. Okay? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Not to be doing wickedness, man. Because these pagan holidays is going to get you destroyed, man. Along with not wanting to stop eating pork and shrimp and committing adultery. Just being wicked, man. These things come from the Greeks and the Romans, man. These are not our customs. We supposed to walk uprightly, man. We are a righteous, holy, royal people, man. A peculiar treasure of the Lord. And we supposed to walk as such, man. The Lord say in Malachi that we are his jewels, man. Okay? Precious stones, man. His gold and his silver. His emeralds. His rubies. His sapphires. Okay? Precious gemstones, man. And Jake want to keep being wicked out here. Following the ways of these damn Edomites, man. And you're going to get put to death for that. Matter of fact, this is Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13 and verse 15. And it reads, everyone that is found shall be thrust through. And it's talking about the Edomites. This is talking about the Edomites and all the other heathen nations. Everyone that is, this is Isaiah 13 and 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through. And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Everyone that is joined to these Edomites shall fall by the sword. And that's talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, West Indian Haitians. You're going to be destroyed for cleaving to these Edomites, man. The Lord is going to destroy you, man. This is Proverbs 16 and verse 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. And the 2/3 of you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, West Indian, and Haitians are wicked, man. Okay, because you have been joined to the Edomites. Verse 5. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord Yahweh. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. Okay? It says everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished, man. Okay? And I'm gonna get the original verse. Proverbs 11. Let me see. Proverbs 11:21. This is what it reads. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So listen, man. Though hand join in hand, the wicked will not go unpunished, man. So the Lord is telling you, because you Jakes is joined to these Edomites, they still gonna be destroyed. And guess what? Because you join with them, you gonna be destroyed too, man. Okay? This is Exodus 23 and 32. And it reads, thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods. Now this is the Lord giving us the laws through Moses. We shall make no covenant with them. No heathen nation. It's 17 heathen nations, man. The Lord said we're not supposed to make no covenant with none of them, man. Not one. None of them. Okay? Because they are all profane, man. Meaning outside the temple. Leviticus 20 and 26, the Lord say, he have severed you to himself, man. Exodus 23 and 32 again. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods. And what have you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans did? You made Cesare Borgia, Serapis Christus, Jesus. Okay? You have made Jesus Christos your God, man. Which is a so-called white man that lived on the 1400s. A Edomite. You have made him your God. The scripture said if the Lord were here on the earth today, he'll be a so-called Negro. But you're worshiping a so-called white man. An Edomite. A profane, outside the temple Edomite. They cannot get salvation. You Jakes is cleaving, and you're going to be destroyed, man. The Lord is going to jack you 2/3 up, man. And you don't even know what's going to hit you, man. Okay? Ezekiel 16 and 44 say, as is the mother, so is the daughter, man. Same thing for the father and the son. Everything been passed down generation to generation, man. Train a child in the way he should go, and when he get old, he will not depart from it. That's why people are bugged out today with these pagan, these traditions, man, because they have been trained from a child and now they can't let it go, man. That's why the Lord say this. You can't put new wine into an old bottle, man. This is not for these 2/3 old dummies, man. And for that matter, 2/3 of these young dummies. Because everybody come back in their lot, man. This is only for the elect. You people celebrating Memorial Day for dead people. Okay? People that done died. Hey, then you got Jakes that have been fought in the war. The Lord say, hey man, make no covenant with them. So just like Lawrence Fishburne said in Boys in the Hood, hey, Israelite man had no place in the army, man. An Israelite man has no place in the white man's army, in the so-called white man's army. I'm going to say it correctly. An Israelite man has no place in the Edomites' army. Okay? Because this is banker wars, man. These wars are the Rothschilds wars. This army, navy, marine, air force is Edomites' affairs, man. Okay? These is pagan customs that you Jakes is keeping, man. Okay, the Lord said we don't celebrate our birthday, man. We didn't do that. But then you got, it must be, I must read it. This is 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Now this said again, 1 Maccabees 1 and 11. In those days when I went there out of Israel, wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. What did the Lord just say in Exodus, man? 23 and 32. Again, this is the problem with Jake. They are hard-headed, man. Exodus 23 and 32. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods. But what Israel did? 1 Maccabees 1:11. Those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen. Okay? We don't supposed to get down like this, man. And you got Antiochus, made us follow their ways or die by it. Alexander the Greek made us follow their ways or die by it, man. And you Jake still today in 2019, the year of Karagma, you still want to follow these damn devils to the grave, man. And since you want to be joined with them, you're going to die with them, man. Grievous deaths, man. Grievous deaths, man. That's why Jeremiah 16 and 4 says, you shall die grievous deaths in the land of your captivity, man. Because you are not seeking Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. So you're going to be put to death, man. Following behind traditions. Hey, my family is going to die grievous deaths, man. Because they don't want to stop following traditions. Okay? Damn traditions, man. Hey, this is out of the word of the Lord mouth, Yahweh Shah, man. You set aside the commandments of the Most High to keep the tradition of men. Jake don't care, man. That's how brainwashed. That's why the Lord said you got to be destroyed. Okay, that's why Isaiah asked him, how long should it be like this? The Lord say until he destroy this place with fire, man. That's how long you're going to be like that, until you be destroyed. You got to be wiped off the face of the planet because you Jakes don't want to cleave, man, to the truth. Y'all want to hear lies and deceit, smooth things. Because when you ain't doing that, then it's hard for you. So they said in 1 Maccabees, it says, let us go make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. How? How since you departed from the wicked tradition, you had much sorrow? Because the Lord asking you to do what's right, and you don't want to do it? Because it's better it's better for you bugged out Israelites to follow a multitude of sin, man. Okay? It's better for you to follow a multitude to do evil, man. That's how you peoples is. You rather follow a multitude to do evil than to do what's right, man. But the Lord said you're going to be destroyed for that. Hey, so Lord witness edifying. Hey, man, Jake is bored out of their mind, man. Okay? Everybody all around the world yesterday celebrated was barbecuing, having a good time. They don't even know what the hell they were doing, man. They just barbecuing. Okay? Matter of fact, I got one precept on the close on, because Paul said this in 1 Corinthians. Let's see, 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 27. And it reads, if any of them, I want you to listen to this. If any of them that believe not, be it you to a feast, and ye be disposed to go, whatsoever is set before you, eat, asking no question for conscience sake. But if any man say unto you, this is offered in sacrifice unto idols, eat not for his sake that showed it, and for conscience sake, for the earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof. So Paul's saying, let me read it again. 1 Corinthians 10 and 27. If any of them that believe not bid you to a feast, so if your family member tell you to come sup with them, come have a dinner with them, they're having a dinner, okay? If it's just a regular dinner, no problem. No foul, no harm done, okay? So it say, if any of them that believe not bid you to a feast, and ye be disposed to go, whatsoever is set before you, eat, asking no question for conscience sake. So go, eat. It ain't no big deal. If it's just a regular day. If your family member calls, hey, we having a barbecue today. Hey, we just out the picnic at the park. Come get some groceries. Come eat. Okay? But Paul said, but if any man say unto you, this is offered in sacrifice unto idols, meaning a pagan holiday, eat not for his sake that showed it, and for conscience sake, for the earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof. So if it's just a regular, your family invites you to a regular outing to go eat, hey, no problem, no foul done, man. But if they telling you, hey, come over here, we having Thanksgiving dinner, or we having 4th of July dinner, no, man. That shit is sacrificed to idols, man. Okay? Pagan customs, man. Don't do it. Jake going on like, Mom Deuce and them called me to come eat for Memorial Day. No, man. They sacrificing to some paganism, man. No. That's wicked, man. It's a Lord witness edifying. Hey, death to all you 2/3 too, man. Okay? May Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai destroy this place, man. Lord willing to get us out of here soon, man. Because I'm sick of being around you devils, man. You 2/3 bugged out ass niggas, man. You niggas, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, y'all are wicked, man. Oh, one more preset to close on, man. You Jakes is bugged out of your freaking mind, man. This is Jeremiah 5 and 28, and it reads, they are waxed fat, they shine. It say, yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause. You ain't trying to seek righteousness. You don't care. They judge not the cause of the fat, of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge. Again, Jeremiah 5 and 28. They are waxed fat, talking about you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans. They are waxed fat, they shine, yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause. You don't even seek to understand what the hell going on with these pagan customs, man. You don't care because you love your oppressors, man. Okay? Oh, that's the spirit. I got to get that, man. Isaiah 30 and 22. Hey, man, you Israelites have surpassed, you have passed the deeds of the wicked, man. That's how bugged out you peoples is. Isaiah 30 and 12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness instead of on. So you trust in your slave master. And he told you to do it, you doing it. They tell you to jump, and you just say how, man. You 2/3 Israelites, man. And you 2/3 so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. And you're gonna be destroyed for the wicked thing the wicked custom that you'll follow, man. And y'all think it's no fire, no harm done, man. But the Lord say He's gonna destroy you, man. Amos 9:10 say, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. And that's you 2/3 niggas, man. You niggas, you porch monkeys, you spicks, you coons, you savages, you wetbacks, man. That's 2/3 of you gonna be destroyed, man. Shalom.